Dear students, we have done till the protein synthesis in the last term. Today we are going to study a new concept, which is the operon concept for transcriptional regulation. Here there are number of genes which are controlled by other genes, and they are continuously situated one after the other, and in that way they form a set of genes together, and they are called as operon. Now Francis Jacob and Monod proposed a concept to explain induction and expression of enzyme synthesis. Now I will tell you what is induction. Induction is a set of genes. When switched on, there is necessity to handle and metabolize new substrate, and when these genes are turned on, enzymes are produced which metabolize new substrate, and this phenomena is called as induction. That is, induction is a set of gene which is switched on when there is necessity to handle and metabolize new substrate, and when they are turned on, the enzymes are produced and they metabolize the new substrate. Phenomena is called induction, and the small molecules eliciting this induction are referred as inducers, and the proteins thus formed are known as inducible protein. Whereas when we are talking about the feedback repression, I had told you in the class 11 regarding the feedback model. When a metabolite needed by the bacterium is provided in excess from outside, the bacterium stops making it and thus conserves its reserves. This is achieved by the added metabolite turning off a set of genes involved in production of that metabolite in the bacterial cell, and this phenomena is called as feedback expression, and the substance whose addition checks the synthesis of biosynthetic enzyme is called as co-repressor. Then after that, consecutive genes, numerous enzymes and other proteins that are essential for the basic metabolism are synthesized continuously during the life cycle of the cell. So, thus a set of genes are constantly expressed to make care of such functions. These genes which are constantly expressed are consecutive genes, and the enzymes produced by them are called as consecutive enzymes. Now Jacob and Monod proposed a concept to explain this induction and the expression of the enzyme synthesis. Now it assumes a unit of coordinated control of protein synthesis, that is, one after the other thing is coordinated, and ultimately there is a synthesis of protein. This is called as operon. Now it consists of operator gene that controls the activity of structural genes. These structural genes take part in the protein synthesis, that is, it synthesizes the mRNA under the operational control of operator gene, which is under the control of repressor molecule, which is synthesized by regulator gene. So here you can see one after the other thing is coming. First of all, the unit of coordinated control of protein synthesis is called operon. It consists of operator gene which control the activity of structural genes which are taking part in the protein synthesis by synthesizing mRNA under the operational control of operator gene, which is under the control of repressor molecule synthesized by regulator gene, and this is not the part of operon. So this can be illustrated with the example of lac operon in E. coli. Lac is meant here for lactose. Lac operon in E. coli, it consists of one regulatory gene, the I gene, this gene, which codes for the repressor of lac operon. Repressor, you know that The operator gene is under the control of repressor molecule. So this regulatory gene, which is the I gene, it codes for the repressor of lac operon, and wild type strain of E. coli are able to use lactose as the source of carbon. About the lactose, you have studied in the class 11th that lactose is composed of glucose plus galactose. So when sugar lactose is added to the cultures of E. coli, it induces three enzymes which are meant to break down lactose into glucose and galactose. Lactose will be broken down into glucose and galactose. These enzymes are permeases, then beta galactosidases and transacetylase. Permeases carries the lactose into the cell. Beta galactosidase converts the lactose to glucose and galactose, and the gene for the third function for the transacetylase is still unknown, and the genes for three enzymes are linked and they are referred as structural genes, which are X, Y and A. They have the information to code for amino acid sequence, and thus they directly decide the structure and function of the individual protein of the pathway. Now Z gene codes for beta galactosidase, Y gene codes for permease and A for transacetylase. All the three genes are regulated as a unit by a single switch known as operator, and this entire unit therefore is called as operon. Genes are expressed when the operator is switched on, and they are transcribed by RNA polymerase into a single stretch of mRNA, and each gene segment is called cistron. And long mRNA covering all cistron is known as polycistronic. The switching of the operator is done by repressor protein, which is synthesized through the activity of gene LAC-I and known as regulator gene. So here you can see that one gene is responsible for another function, like when here it is said that all the three genes are regulated as a unit by a single switch, which is called as operator, and then therefore the entire unit is operon. Now the genes are expressed when the operator is switched on, and they are transcribed by RNA polymerase into a single stretch of mRNA. Each gene segment is called cistron. You have read cistron before. And long mRNA covering all the cistron is polycistronic. Switching off the operator is done by repressor protein, which is synthesized through the activity of gene LAC-I, which is also called as regulator gene. Now the repressor then attaches on operator gene and checks the synthesis of mRNA. If lactose is added, repressor become inactive and does not attaches to the operator gene, and synthesis of mRNA takes place. Now the activity of regulator is controlled by promoter gene. Here you have read that activity of regulator is controlled by promoter gene. Now here you can see this is activator operator, this is the repressor operator, this is promoter, then this is the structure of gene A, structure of gene B, structure of gene C. These are enzyme ABC. This is substrate and this is synthesized product, and this is negative feedback, that is the inhibition of the operator. So children, this is the concept which is narrating about the transcriptional regulation. It may be coming in the as the example of the prokaryote also, that how the transcription is taking place in the prokaryote with example. So you have to state all the things. What are operator gene? Then after that, what is the activity of a structural gene? What is the activity of regulator gene? And you have read that the activity of regulator is controlled by the promoter gene. So all the necessary key points I have told. You go through with the concept. Take the help of your book also, and if any question is there, you are most welcome. You can ask your question. Children, here what you have to remember is that First of all, the contribution of Francis Jacob and Monod is often asked. Then after that, what is operator gene? Then after that, if it is coming directly, that illustrate with the lac operon in E. coli, then you have to write about all these things. But if it is asked in the prokaryote, then also you are supposed to write this thing, and diagram, that is this simple one, you can draw. All the answer key will be there. And in the multiple choice questions, there if it is coming, then maybe the options related to the operator is structural, operon, polycystron, and what is cystron. Then after that, what is the under what the activity of regulator is controlled by what. So all the things you have to pay attention carefully. Thank you.